Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome to Season 2 of ATS, American Truck Simulator. It's been a while since we had the first series, the first season, and if you've been watching in the channel for a while, you know that I mentioned that we'll be starting a new season when the New Mexico DLC comes out, but I just couldn't wait. With 1.29, there were so many new features, and the hype is real, guys. I just really want to play this a lot since the patch came out. So here we are. Here we are with a brand new profile, and we're starting fresh. This is a quick job. This is the Freightliner FLB truck by Harvin. And yeah, it's part of the quick jobs. That's cool. And we have a couple of mods enabled. Unfortunately, foggy weather is not one of them. Foggy weather is not currently compatible with 1.29. I am in 1.29 beta. But anyway, let me show you the map. So this is the default map, no mods whatsoever with regard to the map itself. So this is the base map, and New Mexico will be releasing soon here in this area. So I put our main garage in Tucson, so we can easily go to San Simon and enter New Mexico from there. I guess that's where the entrance would be. Probably also over here, but most likely that one. Yeah, so at least we set up ourselves with that. Also, you might see that the map is looks a bit different. This is the Google Maps navigation night mode. You can find that in the Steam Workshop, and the entire mods list you can check out in the video description in case you're new. Brand new Kenworth trucks for sale, thank you. But right now, we have a Freightliner FLB. Let's see how it works. I like that computer. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Lights are pretty nice as well. Do we have beacons? No, we don't. Alright. That's fine. We don't really need them. Lights? Yes, I think we'll need lights. This is an 18 gear. Eaton Fuller 18 setup. It's fine. And we're good to go. First we have to leave this though. First we have to leave this area. Now I am carrying pressure tanks, 21 tons of them. And this is a pretty strong engine, this truck. I think it's 640. Let's have a look. Let me just pause the game one sec. Diagnostics, I think we can see that. It's a 525 horsepower engine. Yeah. Also, one of the things that have been added to 1.29 is if you go to quick jobs. So in quick jobs, we have the default trucks, we have the Freightliner FLB, and we also have the Volvo VNL from Aradeth, that one. And I'll probably add some more. But yes, in the beginning, we'll be going with quick jobs like Trucker for Hire series. And later on, when we get enough money, we'll probably buy our own truck. But anyway, I hope you guys are as hyped as I am. And you can see New Mexico is listed there now. It's part of the map. Yeah, so when you hover over the job, you'll see the horsepower and the transmission. That's something new. That's very useful when you're taking quick jobs, because we've had the Trucker for Hire in ETS2 for a while, that series where we basically just do quick jobs. And if you don't know the size of the engine, if you don't know the transmission of the truck that you're going to be driving in, it's kind of hard. Should I have gone right? Wow, not a very good start to the series. First turn and we got lost already. That's fine. We'll make it work. Yeah, this is one of the awesome trucks, awesome modded trucks in ATS. The one by Harvin. This one. This is I think the original model was done by Solaris. Was it? Can I enter through here? Okay, bit of a tight squeeze, but we made it. Yeah, I think I could have just gone right. I overkilled it. Yeah, because we came from there. I could have just gone right and exit. Anyway, we're out. That's the important thing. So what are the changes in 1.29? Well, One is the navigation. You can see that aside from having a different color, that the color is from a mod, alright? It's not from 1.29. It's normally red. The actual navigation arrows, the actual navigation lines should be red instead of blue. But now, what's changed is if I zoom in there, if you look at the navigation, there are like white arrows on the blue line. The arrows are something new because they highlight in which direction you should be going. So it's very useful when it comes to like intersections, large intersections with multiple exits. So it will tell you if you need to stay to the right, stay to the left, stay in the center, things like that. It's going to be very useful. So yeah, that's something that's new in 1.29. That upper left, that thing in the upper left, you saw that there was a saving notification. That's also something new. Some people don't like that, but for me it's fine. At least I know when it auto saves. And if it stutters a little, then at least you know why it stutters. It's not like just like magic, right? Now one more thing that I really like what they changed, is the environmental lighting. If you've been watching the channel for a while, then you know that I'm a huge fan of Foggy Weather mod, the one by Kirill, by Scania Trucker. It's not yet publicly released, but look at the arrows, they're slanting to the left, right? Because they are saying stay on the left side. See that? Yeah, pretty useful, right? And it makes sense. So it's a very nice indicator. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Foggy Weather mod, but it's not compatible yet with 1.29, unfortunately. What's good though is that SCS themselves have improved the environmental lighting. And let me try, maybe we can take a photo here. If you're new to the series, this is part of the episodes, the photo op. We cannot have an episode without it, because I really like taking photos in ATS 2. It's one of the highlights of the game, aside from actual driving and parking. Oh, that one looks beautiful. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. So yeah, it doesn't have foggy weather, but you can see the sky looks pretty amazing as well. Maybe not as super high quality as foggy weather, but still, it's pretty nice. I like it. And what they changed is, you know that normally reddish tint from the... Normally when you look at the game, it has like this reddish hue that's not really reflective. It's not really indicative of real life. It's a bit too red to be realistic. Now they fixed that. So right now it's, let me see, there's a clock here, 6:12 a.m. As the sun rises more, we'll see more of that whitish color. Not anymore reddish. It's more natural. It's more close to reality. And that's something I really like, because that's one of the main features that I like in foggy weather, that it doesn't have the reddish tint and makes the color of the game overall very realistic. So the fact that SCS understood that now and that they fixed it means a lot, really. It's not yet as perfect as foggy weather, I would say. It's still a bit on the reddish side, but it's definitely a step towards the right direction. It's really good. I mean, and in some cases it looks very similar to foggy weather, because for me personally, foggy weather is like the pinnacle, the epitome of realism when it comes to environment. So with SCS coming very close to that, like look at this. Yeah, this overall, this color, not as reddish as you would have had before. Yeah, that looks really great. So that's one of the changes that really hyped me up, because by default it's like this already. I think I can close my lights now. It should be bright enough. I do have a lot of mods enabled as usual. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the series, check out the mods list in the video description. There is an ATS tab there, and you should be able to see what the mods are, which ones are enabled, and how you download them, the download links and some details as well. I'm trying to look for a digital speedometer in the computer. I cannot seem to find it yet. One sec. No. There we go. That's a bit small, but I'll take it. Something similar to the Volvo in the Volvo FH. That kind of dial. Yeah, with a turbo bar. Call it. Is this one of those new police cars? I think so, right? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, yesterday I was streaming the 1.29 beta. I was checking out what new features there were, and it was just so good that I couldn't pass it up. I wanted to start a new series immediately. Didn't want to wait for New Mexico anymore. Anyway, it's perfect, I think, because when New Mexico hits, maybe we'll have played this series enough that we would have our own truck and we're more free to go anywhere we want. So that's maybe something that could fit into our plans. Oh, that engine brake, that J brake, beautiful. This is a very nice truck. It's been a while since I drove this, but yeah, until we get enough money, we'll be driving different trucks per episode, and I think it's going to be nice. Look at that. GPS is pretty accurate. Told me to go left. That's pretty handy. I like that. That's very useful. I also like that the Google Maps navigation works with the new version without any changes. Because I think all in all, the Google Maps navigation, what it does is to reskin or recolor the arrows mainly and change the icons, but the core features are unchanged. So when the update fixed it, or when the update changed how the arrows look like, the Google Maps mod just reflected the same thing. It's really nice. By the way, that got me thinking. I don't think Google Maps navigation is in the mods list yet, because I added it yesterday during the stream. I forgot to add it haven't added to the mods list yet. So let's do that. I'll do that probably after this episode. So hopefully by the time you see this episode, that's updated already. Engine braking and retarder. Let's try not to step on our service brakes. Use our service brakes as much as we can to save on wear and tear. Oh, beautiful. Also, for some reason, ATS seems a lot smoother than when I play ETS2. The frame rate just is much better. I guess it's a result of more optimization. I mean, the objects are more balanced, not too overblown and stuff. Look at that. One sec. I need to take a photo there, guys, because that just looks awesome. That airport, that looks much better. So if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the series, feel free to have a look. I am having multiple parallel series for Truck Sim, ETS2, and ATS. Well, this is the one for ATS, and yeah, it's a breath of fresh air finally playing ATS again, because I've been playing ETS2 for quite a while. The last season of ATS started around how long was it? Maybe more than a year ago, almost 2 years actually. Yeah, almost 2 years ago was when the first season started. So you can go and check out the first episode of the first season of ATS and compare how my driving was. I remember I crashed really hard back then. It was a very memorable crash because I had no clue how to drive a truck, and I was like playing it probably more like GTA style than an actual simulator, so it didn't end up very well for me. Oops, good. Phoenix discovered, nice. By the way, I haven't rerouted. Maybe we have to check some. We can check if we can unlock some stuff. There is one thing there. We can go around. make it a bit of a longer episode. After all, it's just been 15 minutes. Yeah, so normally the episodes would be around 40 minutes to 1 hour probably, but I'm more than happy to adjust based on what you guys say. This is a good route because we'll be able to go through these beautiful interchanges, and we'll see how the GPS will guide us through, if it will be clear enough. And then what's also nice with this new navigation is that the arrows are actually smaller. I'm not sure if you noticed, but the red line, they're thinner, so you can see the road underneath them. And later on, that will be useful because you'll be able to determine, even if you have a red line like this, you'll be able to determine if have I been through that road? Is that yellow or gray? Right now, you see it's gray underneath. Before, the entire red line would cover the thing, and you would have no clue if you've gone there before. It's a small thing, but very useful. Okay, let's go through that way. Good. Alright. There are also options for navigation now, although I don't really find them that useful. Whoa, car. Let me squeeze in, please. Thank you. Yeah, the GPS told me to go left again. Very interesting. It's kind of small though. The white arrows are not too legible from this angle. I have to zoom in like that to see them. But then at least they're there. It's good enough for me. Let me open this just so I can see the dials better, and you can see the dials better as well. Now we go straight. Yeah, GPS tells us to just go straight and we'll eventually curve to the left. This is one of those beautiful intersections. Beautiful junction, something that they would love to put in your city skylines map. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's try to go third person here, one sec. Make sure I'm not gonna crash or anything. It's not too visible from there. But yeah, it's one of those nice things. Cool. Should I move to the right maybe? Alright. It's going straight here. Look at that. Beautiful. And here is a wrong exit because I should have gone straight. And here is where I turn right. Good. That's good enough. So we'll be going back the same way later on. You can see in the GPS as well. Going back the opposite way, we're just going to drop by and unlock that discoverable. But yeah, I am really loving this new update in ATS. So many new things. Also, you might have seen that video in the channel, something I posted yesterday or the other day. When we were streaming, we got lucky and we were able to see that new feature, that awesome new feature that AI vehicles can park now. So normally AI vehicles in this game would just be on the road, right? They would just pass through everything. Sometimes they would refuel, that's the best they could do. But they don't really enter for example, the truck stops, and you don't see any car entering a truck stop and parking. Now they can do that, and we saw that in one of the videos. If you're interested, check out the channel and check out the video from the other day. It's a short one, like 1 minute, just to show a clip, and you'll see how awesome it is. 'Cause if you've been playing ATS or ETS2 for quite a while, you'll understand how big of a deal that is. That would definitely increase the immersion. Who knows, maybe later on when you get to a delivery area, maybe you'll be able to see trucks parking and leaving the pickup point. Yeah, this is what a hiring agency, recruitment agency. Don't really need that right now, but fine. We just have a quick look at the map again, 'cause there might be something. That's a dealer, right? Why don't I have that as a question mark? One sec. Because if I look at truck dealers, oh yeah, I do have it already. Interesting. Normally you would have to unlock it, but maybe because I chose Kenworth, it unlocks the nearest Kenworth dealer. Maybe that's why. So we don't really need to go there anymore. Skip that. But you know what? Wait a minute. Ah, that's actually nice. That provides a different view totally. Instead of going through the highway, going back like so, we pass through this way instead. That's actually pretty nice. We can go with that. Yeah. Let's go there. There's also a new option in the navigation. I'm not sure how useful it is, but there is this navigation mode. You can go pick the best one, which is probably taking into account the distance and the speed limit for each road. The shortest, which just looks at the distance. So maybe if you're planning to go speeding, you don't care about the speed limit, that's good. And if you don't want to go through any of the highways, you want to go through the small roads, that's possible as well. So if I pick small roads and I go back to the map, I would see something crooked, something really mixed up. Like instead of just going straight like so, it would make me go all around the place. Yeah, something like that. This is not the best example, but anyway, let's continue. Where is it? I always just pick the best one and I manually change it anyway, so it doesn't make much sense. Let's go there, go straight, and then park it up. Perfect. And then we'll rest. Actually, we won't rest because this is a quick job. So after we park, we'll lose control of the truck. So yeah, I know a couple of people have been requesting for an ATS series, and finally it's here. So hopefully you guys are as happy as I am, because I just couldn't resist. When I woke up today, I thought to myself, I wanted to play ATS. I'm going to start that series now. I'm going to find any excuse I can, but I want to play now. Yeah, and that's a new fire truck. New fire truck model, very nicely modeled by SCS. There's also something new on the horizon. It's not quite in yet, but there is this dynamic events that they will be implementing, I think, together with the New Mexico DLC. So dynamic events are like you go through the interstate, you go through the highway, and then you come across a burning car or come across a crashed plane, and they're random. They're not like static events that are there every time you go through that road, which is what's currently available. So now there will be dynamic events, although that's not quite in yet. I mean, our modders have seen the files, so they saw the actual crash sites, the burning cars, the crashes, the accidents. They saw those models, but they haven't really they're not really part of the game just yet. You can see them in the files, but they're not yet integrated into the game. So when that happens, that would be a real game changer, coupled with the self-parking AI cars in the truck stops and yeah, more interactions and everything. That just would completely blow us away. The immersion would be definitely something real. Oh man, yeah, just talking about it makes me so excited. We'll definitely be playing a lot more of this. Good. And yeah, if you've played ETS2 and ATS, you'll probably understand what I'm going to say. But even though they're basically the same engine, the same truck, the same mechanic, it definitely feels different. Driving in Europe versus driving in the US. Driving a truck, a European truck and a US truck, an American truck, definitely feels different. The roads are worlds apart. The US roads are very wide and very spacious, but at the same time their trucks are very wide and very spacious as well. So it kind of balances out. And the European trucks are very small, very compact, and the roads are very compact as well. So it kind of adjusts, and you would get so a very different feeling when driving in each game, and that's why I'm so happy to be able to play ATS again, because I really missed it. The signages, the roads, the cars, they all look different, and they all contribute to the immersion, the experience overall. Man, I'm really liking this truck. I think this is one of the best trucks, modded trucks out there. And it's awesome that it's available in the quick jobs. Normally, the modded trucks wouldn't be available. Right now, what I've seen only that's available in the quick jobs is this one, the Freightliner FLB, and the, what do you call it, the Volvo VNL by Aradeth. And yes, for those who are wondering, I am driving with the steering wheel and the shifter, a G27 to be specific, and I have a track IR so I can look around, and the screen follows where I'm looking. Yeah, hopefully you're not getting too dizzy. How far away are we? Industrial zone, that's exactly where we want to go. 1 mile away. Oh yes, and also one more thing. You can see the time. Monday, 9:31 a.m. MST. Now you guys told me M probably stands for mountain, huh? Mountain Standard Time. And I think in Arizona you don't have daylight savings, correct? So there is no such thing as MDT. At least in Arizona. I'm not sure if in other places there is. If you know, let me know. But yeah, I've been learning a lot. As always, whenever I play truck sim, European truck sim, American truck sim, I learn a lot about the place thanks to you guys, so keep them coming, right? Really appreciate them. Good. So yeah, you can see that there's a time zone now, and it would be interesting to see when we have jobs that take us from, for example, Arizona to California. So the time zone would change to MST, from MST to PDT, for example. And how would the time work then? Is it when you cross the border, the time would shift? Or how does it work? Probably like that. And that would be something pretty interesting. How would that play into the... Whoa! What's up with that guy? He swerved left and then he swerved right into me. Insane. Look at the GPS telling me to take the left lane because we're turning left. Very smart, right? Very smart. Protected left turn. This is something that was not available in the beginning of the ATS implementation. When ATS first released, we didn't have those protected left turn signals. And people were complaining, like, in the US we have those. And so now they're there. And that's the beauty of SCS. They listen to their fans, they listen to feedback, and that's why this game is such a nice game with a great community. And the features that are implemented are the things that we look for and the things that we request. It's perfect. Now, granted, there are still a lot of features that we need, that we want. I don't think they'll ever run out, but still, it's a very good relationship with the developer and the community. It's also nice that SCS publishes their own game. They're the developer and the publisher. So that means they have more control over the release dates. And so if they feel that the game isn't ready yet, that something isn't ready yet, they don't need to push it out earlier than when it's ready. And that's why when they release something, it's always top quality. Because they'd rather delay it than release it prematurely. That's where we're going. That should be pretty straightforward. But yeah, that's what I like about SCS. Because normally that's the main dilemma of developers. If you have a publisher, chances are your publisher will require you to lock and commit to a certain date because of marketing reasons and all the other publisher reasons, which makes sense, which would let's not make them the bad guys. They need to deliver something. But yeah, sometimes it results into a very poor quality game because it's not really ready, but it's required to be released because that's what was communicated before. Now with SCS being the publisher, that part of the equation isn't really a problem. Can I make it like this? I would have gone through there farther, but I'm thinking if I can make like a shortcut. Straighten it out a bit and I think I can handle this. Yeah, that should work. Assuming I don't hit the wall on my right. Can't see anything. Yeah, I think that should work. Yeah, that looks good. And then straighten it out. Is that okay for you? Kinda. Just a little more. Perfect. Isn't it? There we go. A squirrel would say, like a glove. Yeah, that works. Alright, great. That was a great first episode. Not too many disasters. And if you're wondering why I'm called Clumsy, you'll find out soon enough in case you're new to the channel. Oh, that was a lot. Nice. Level 1. Let's upgrade our long distance to get more chances of winning. More chances, more truck, more job options. Okay, we can loan now. We'll probably buy a truck as maybe when we get to level 4, the earliest. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any options. Right? Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. That's me, by the way. Catch you on stream. Feel free to check out the links in the video description. Some links to Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, things like that. But yes, let me know what you think. Hopefully you liked this episode, and if you like more, let me know in the comments, and feel free, please hit that thumbs up button, that like button, to let me know that you do like it, and that would be indicative for me to make more episodes. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know. Looking forward to your comments. Thanks, and have a nice day. Clumsy Trucking, everyone, and see you soon. Bye-bye.